Whew. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy FRE $H Fresh at the Flyboy Way. That's TheFlyBoyWay. Don't ask why, just check out the channel. And okay, for those that's going to be watching it in the future, I know it's going to take a while for people to come in the room, but I need to start from right from the start. As you guys seen the name of the title, my trip to Cartagena, Colombia and Barranquilla, Colombia in 2021 of February has been postponed. Why has it been postponed, you asked? Well, before I went and I wanted to talk about this, I've seen a lot of other people on YouTube talking about it, but I'm a type of person who needs all of the details before I make a decision. Before I speak on something, I need to know all of the details. I don't want to just jump out the window and stuff. So when I learned that you now are required to have a COVID test, a negative COVID test, to enter the United States from anywhere around the world after the 25th, and if you're flying Spirit, it's already started, I said, okay, let me get more information on this, because from what I learned growing up in college, what I've learned growing up in high school, a United States citizen should not ever or is not ever able to be denied entry into the United States. But after doing thorough research, the United States government has found a way around that. And I'm going to break that down to you because that's part of the reason why I am postponing my trip to Cartagena. I'm going to tell you the second reason why I'm postponing my trip to Cartagena is because of the lockdowns that's occurring in Colombia now. For those that don't know, and I'm going to show you all of the facts, because you guys know when I show you guys something, I like you guys to see the actual details about things from official websites. Because if I don't do that, I feel like I'm just like everybody else, just going off of what I heard word of mouth versus what the facts say. But that's the second reason why. And the third reason why this trip is being postponed is because I work for a major company, which is going to extend the amount of time that I'm going to have to be out in order to go international. So before all that, let me get to the facts for you guys, because I don't want to rush. Let me shout some people out of the room first. Hold on, fellas. Hold on. Shout out to Nate. What's going on, man? Yeah, it definitely does. Yeah, what's going on, man? Listen, yeah, I'm gonna go more into detail about that. I'm gonna show you that. You know what I mean, but Guilford, what's going on, man? Yeah, it definitely does. Travel shorts, cause what it do, man? Yeah, it's just postponed. Notice, everyone, I didn't say canceled. I said postponed, and I'll get to that towards the end of the vlog, of the live, whatever this is. Dog Nuts, what's going on, man? I'm just trying to shout everybody here before I start going to sharing the screen and showing you all of the details of the changes that have been made and how the United States government worked around not being able to deny citizens. And I'll speed it up first so you guys can get this. United States government, they cannot deny United States citizens entry into the United States. However, they can prohibit planes from flying people without a negative COVID test. And that directly is not denying them American citizens, United States citizens, access. Now check this out. And this is all the research I'm telling you once, but I'm going to show you guys the research I did also, because like I said, I like to do research before I do something. If you fly to a country that borders, like Mexico, that borders the United States, if you don't fly into the United States and you just go to the border of Mexico, then they cannot deny you entry. But we'll get to that later. I'm just gonna finish shouting everybody out because I appreciate you guys for coming. Nah, man, Gamble, it's not kickbait, man. Jay Gamble, what's going on? Brazil die, what's going on? Global Paper, man. It's a lot of people in Brazil right now. Shout out to Rami Travels. Shout out to my homie Barber World TV. Shout out to Passport Action. Who else is in Brazil? It's a lot of people in Brazil right now, man. Jacoby, what's going on, man? Yeah, it's tough, man. Hey, Stacy, what's going on? I'm John Wayne. What it do? What it do? Brazil's lit, but Social Action, what's going on, man? DJ Chisel, what it do? I'll be down in Miami this weekend. You already know that. You already know what's up with that. All right, so I'm trying to get to everybody that shouted something out before I get to showing you guys the actual details and stuff. Yeah, listen, Chestnut, we both want the same thing, but it's you gotta, for me, I have a plan. I have a 10-year plan, I have a 20-year plan. If I was to do this and I could force myself to go over there for 7 days, there would be some issues that, a lot of people, they can't afford to, if you get a false positive or even a positive test over there, a lot of people can't afford to stay anywhere for 2 weeks. Me, I can afford to stay over there for a year and I'll still be great. However, it would prohibit all of the plans I got going on with my Miami place and also with my retirement plan and stuff. So that's a dub. But we'll get to that too. Last couple of things. Ken, what's going on, Ken? It's not about being real. It's about the response of the government. See, a lot of people, they're going to saying that, they're blaming this whole thing on COVID, but it's not COVID that's the issue. The issue is the response of the government because of it. But we'll get into that too also. Courtney Hill, I'm just trying to shout everybody out to show you guys I appreciate you guys for coming in. Okay. Yeah, well, we'll get to that. Roll a goddamn tape. What's going on? Jordan Dunn, what's up? We almost at the end. Mike, what's going on, man? Major Lifestyle. Alvin, what's up, man? Yeah, listen. We're going to get to that right now, too. Paul, what's going on, man? Yeah, it was crazy. All right. And Rel, what's up? All right, let's go. Definitely hit the likes if y'all can. I appreciate it. 123 people in the room. Hopefully we get at least 100. But right now, let's just get to the information. All right, so boom. The first thing I want to start you guys off with was knowing your rights. In the Constitution, there's a thing called what is that? Freedom of movement. Now, freedom of movement is basically relative to the intermingling of going into different states within the United States, and being able to move freely. But it also applies to being able to come in and out of the country. And that's all under the Privileges and Immunities Clause. And I went to that also, and it basically says the Privileges and Immunities Clause, which is U.S. Constitution, Article Section 2, Clause 1, it says prevents a state from treating citizens of other states in a discriminatory manner. Additionally, a right of interstate travel is associated with this clause, which is the reason why, even though the tri-state area, New York, New Jersey, they quarantined people at one point coming from Florida, they could not deny them access. They could quarantine. They could say they need to quarantine, but they can't deny them access. And that's one of the things that they try to, because people don't know the laws and people don't check for the laws, they just go by whatever it was. And that's one thing right there. But let's go back to the first thing I want to show you guys. All right, this is the Colombian embassy's page, the government page for the COVID test. Now here we go. Entry and exit requirements. Are U.S. citizens permitted to enter? Yes. Is a negative COVID-19 test or PCR test required for entry? Yes. So figure this out, fellas, ladies too. If I wanted to go to Colombia, follow me, I would first have to take a COVID test with a PCR 3 days before I go to get into Colombia. Then, on 3 days before I come out of Colombia, I would have to take another COVID test. Then, because I work for the company I work for, I then before I'm able to go back to work, 3 days after I come in the States, I would have to take a third COVID test, all because of the CDC's recommendation. You see, the CDC is not a company, a program, a place that can actually mandate anything. But the CDC's recommendations are what makes the government mandate different things. Now, the 3 day afterwards test is not a mandate, but because it's a recommendation, my company requires me to take that 3 day test. Now, for me, it did not make sense because I'm going for 7 days. It did not make sense to go somewhere for 7 days and have to not only take 3 COVID tests, but also be out of work for 3 weeks. Now, mind you, two of the weeks I would be on vacation, of course. But the third week, I would have to be waiting for my COVID test to come back negative before I'm able to go back to work. See, that right there, it just says it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And then to add to that, which I want to show you guys now, there's been lockdowns in the major cities of Colombia again. Now, if you guys remember how it worked last time when they had lockdowns in 2020, the first city to lock down was Cartagena, and then Bogota locked down, and then Medellin locked down. Well, this time, I feel as though it might be going in reverse. Right now, Bogota and Medellin both have restrictions on being able to go out. Now, I could be, I'm going to try to explain it based on what I've read and based on what people said, but this is basically what Medellin and Bogota is doing. There's 3, 4 right now, which means 3 days they're closed. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you can't leave your house. This is what I got off of Black Man's Travels page. He can get more into detail about it too. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you cannot leave your house for any purposes or something like that. The other 4 days, you're allowed to go to the store based on the last digit of your passport. Now, these curfews are not something that you can get around. These curfews are not something that I feel as though you can really enjoy yourself with. And these curfews right now are just in Medellin and Bogota. However, I feel as though because Cartagena was the first one last time, I think Cartagena will be the last one this time to start going under curfew. So I would be even more cautious that even if I went through all of the 3 testing and took the 3 weeks off of work to get to Cartagena, there's a big chance that they'll lock down and then curfew. If curfew is not right now, curfew is at 12 o'clock in Cartagena. But if they moved it at least back to 8, that would be a big disadvantage of me going and having to go all through that. The second thing is if they even went further and did exactly what they do in Bogota or Medellin, well then I've wasted not only the money for the flight, not only the money for the Airbnb, but now I'm in a position where the only thing I can do is invite women over to the crib, and that's it. That's not how I move. Anybody knows me, you've seen my content, that's just not how I move. So, unfortunately, it got postponed. But fortunately enough, fellas, ladies, I actually have a week and 2 days off in May. And I was trying to make that my thing. Now, I don't want to guarantee that yet, but that is the plan. Because here's the thing. Joe Biden, the new president, President-elect Joe Biden, coming to be Joe Biden, has made let me Google it for you guys. A thing where he's really focusing on the first 100 days. So in my mind, I believe, hold up, Joe Biden first 100 days. In my mind, after these 100 days are up, which will most likely be beginning of April, the restrictions and everything will be gone. So it should give an opportunity for those that are booked in there. And I'm going to get to your comments right now. I'm just trying to explain to you guys everything. For those that are already booked and you got vacation and stuff. Now, I'm not telling you guys what to do, but if you're not going, but for me, if I wasn't going for at least a month, it just doesn't make sense to go anywhere right now. Unless you're going this week and coming back before the 26th. Like right now, Mexico has no restrictions. And I was trying to switch my days. So that I can go to Mexico this week so I can get that international vibe in and then come back before the 25th. And I was unfortunately not able to switch my days. But if you're going anywhere internationally and within the first 100 days of Joe Biden's presidency, I would strongly suggest that you change your plans, because between the the restrictions or having to get a negative test, just think about it. Not everybody can move as freely as I can because I'm financially free. I understand it, but just think about it for you. What happened? Let's say you get a negative test, right? That means that you're gonna at least be out of work for 2 weeks. Now, your job might not be like mine, where you gotta have 3 weeks altogether. You're gonna be at least out of work for 2 weeks, and you're gonna have to find a place in that country to take a test. Luckily, Black Men Travels. If you're going for and you're determined to do it, go to Black Men's Travels on Facebook, Black Men Travels on Facebook, or Black Men's Travels on YouTube, because he has a list of places in Colombia that you can go get the COVID test to come back to the States if you are determined to go. For me, it just didn't make any sense. Now, let me get to your question. We got 171 people in the room. I hope I explained enough for you guys. I hope you guys I'm going to answer your questions, and then I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I was boggled, man. I know I'm probably way behind people. So let me get to your questions. In the background, you guys know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play my videos from Cartagena because, that's that. Now in the meantime, I'm also going to talk about my fail-safe plan where I'm going back to basically. My fail-safe plan is to be in Miami and get my Miami place fixed up for the 2 weeks that I'm supposed to be in Cartagena. And that's what I'm going to go. Like, now, if while I'm in Miami, things start to change, which they might not, because it's going to be from the 9th of February until the 19th of February, then I could book a flight from Miami to anywhere this fast. But that's not it. So all right, let's go. What's going on, Kev? All right. Oh, John Ringo, Brazil is definitely live, man. If you haven't seen Barber Worlds TV updated videos, if you haven't seen Romney Travels updated videos, Brazil is all the way open. Like, if I had to choose right now, if I was determined to leave the country and go somewhere, Brazil would be hands down it. Brazil would be hands down it, and Rio de Janeiro would be it. And maybe Sao Paulo too, because from the videos I've seen, they open. Piff City, what's going on? Yeah, Raymond, like I said, it's tough, man. You gotta, yeah, definitely. Yeah, and this actually, Jacoby, I actually spoke to somebody. I forgot his name. Matter of fact, he was on Instagram. I actually spoke to somebody who was flying Spirit, right? And they flew to Cartagena, and they got over there, and they was trying to come back, but Spirit already changed their procedures so that you need a negative COVID test. So even though it doesn't start to the 26th for every airlines, Spirit took the from what he told me, Spirit took the head start, and now you need a negative COVID test to ride Spirit back to the States, from at least from Colombia, if not from everywhere. Okay. See, that makes sense. See, Chris Trips, that makes sense. You're going for 23 days. This is what I'm telling people. If you're not going, maybe not a month, if you're not going for at least 3 weeks, it may not be wise to go, but 23 days is a good time to go for. Be in Brazil for 3 days, Jay Gamble, that's tough, Jay Gamble, because if you're in Brazil for 3 days, check this out. You got to take a test before you get to Brazil, right? 3 days in advance. And as soon as you land in Brazil, you have to take another test to get back to the States 3 days later. But, if you want to do it, it's nothing wrong with it. Definitely nothing wrong with it. Let me see. Let me try to move a little faster. I'm headed to March 4th. I think I need a PCR test. Yes, Lee, you definitely need a PCR test. Hopefully you heard what I just said. The most important, okay, we got to that part already. Just brought my ticket. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I got a friend that, right. Yeah. Well, 12 o'clock is not a bad, Stacey Swift. Oh yeah, make sure you guys check out her channel, man. She just came back from Mexico. She got some great content. She's a dope person. Romney Travel. Listen, Brazil is going to be the wave, man. It's going to be between Brazil and Mexico. Brazil and Mexico are open. They're both the most wide open places. And you're going to need a COVID test to go into Brazil, but you don't need a COVID test to go into Mexico, just coming out. So, yeah, I called some bars and clubs. They're closing at 12. Yeah, like I said, 12 is not bad. Biden may shut that. Yeah, definitely. They will grant you asylum with the essays. Listen, that's another thing. You definitely want to make sure you got some extra money too. You know, if you budget traveling, in my opinion, if you're budget traveling right now, I would not go anywhere if you know that you don't have enough money to stay there for at least a month. Just even if you're only staying there for 2 weeks more, if you're budget traveling right now, wouldn't be the time to go because of all of the switches and stuff, especially in countries. Here's the thing: 2020 showed us how countries are going to move. So if you're not learning from the past, you're damn to repeat yourself in the future. What's going on, Henry? I'm in the LA County is crazy too, man. So you travel. So to travel, you have to have a negative COVID test going and coming back. Yes, Jordan. To travel, you have to have a negative COVID test, and that's almost all countries. The only country that you do not have to, the only two countries that you don't have to take a negative and have a negative PCR test to go into is Dominican Republic and Mexico. Mexico is wide open, and Dominican Republic's curfew is probably the worst curfew I've ever seen, minus the Colombia when Colombia is completely locked down. And if you want to hear about more about Dominican Republic's curfew, or if you want to see it live, go to Travel Shortcuts. Where's he at? Go to Travel Shortcuts YouTube channel. He's in the Dominican Republic right now. He could break down to you how that curfew is. What's going on, roller tape? Let me see. What's the word? Let's Chicago in the building. All right, we got there. Let me see. So Flyboy playing the card myself, but found out. Yes, definitely, man. But like I said, Cartagena is not closed right now. We got 200 people in the room. Hopefully, you guys hit the like button. Cartagena is not closed right now. It has a curfew to 12 o'clock, but for those that move around, 12 o'clock is a decent time. You can get some partying in, you can get some fun in before 12 o'clock, and things are open. You want to go to the different sites. You want to do cooking classes. You want to go to the volcano, the mud volcano. You can do all of that in Colombia. However, in Cartagena, my fault, in Cartagena. However, Medellin and Bogota shut down. And if you follow the trend, last time it was Cartagena, Bogota, Medellin. That was the order everything shut down. This time, Bogota, Medellin, and if you think Cartagena is going to stay open, where all of the people from different parts of Colombia are going there because everything else is locked down, and people from the United States are flying to Colombia, then I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Let me see. Yeah, definitely. Ivan, what's going on? DMV in the building. I'm trying to move a little bit faster. We got 210 people in the room. If you got any questions, let me know. Medellin 23rd. That's a smart move, man. That's a smart move. My boy took a test negative, took another test. Yeah, see, that's the thing though. That's even a more reason why you have to really be cautious, because they have false positives. That's not really like you're not really positive, but the test for whatever reason come back positive. Now, if you have a false positive and you can't get on that plane to come back to the States, you're gonna have to have 2 weeks worth of money, or you're gonna be living on the street. You know what I mean? They're not gonna the countries that you're in are not gonna provide you a place to live because you had a positive COVID test. No, you're gonna be on your own. So you gotta really make that decision. Passport action, what's going on, man? You still in Brazil? Yo, I keep telling you, there's a whole bunch of them in Brazil. Make sure you guys check out Passport Action. He got so much dope content on his page. You probably know him already. All governments are abusive. I had a 4-day, 24 curfew here in Bogota. You see, yes, man. Look, right here. He's explaining exactly. He's there and he's explaining what's going on. So if you can't get the drift that if it happens in one place and then it happens in another place, it's definitely going to happen in a third place, which is going to be Cartagena, then you guys got to make the decision for yourselves. But for me, no. Yes, bars and clubs are open in Cartagena, but they're only open at 12 o'clock. Now, I haven't been there, but I've personally seen a couple of YouTube creators who have been there in the last couple of weeks, in 2 or 3 weeks, who've posted content or who went live, and I was able to see that yes, the bars and the nightlife is open until 12. Wow, Ken Price, that is crazy. I mean, if you're going for 23 days, though, if you're going for that long, it could be worth it. You're going to save a lot of money versus you're going to have a lot of freedom. But for those that are just coming in, earlier today we broke down what freedom, what constitutional right shows you that you can come in. You're supposed to be able to, as a United States citizen, enter and leave The United States would know you can't be denied. We showed which constitutional right does that, but we also talked about how the government found a way to work around that by stopping the airplanes. And like I said before, if you fly, let's say you fly to Mexico and you fly to Tijuana and you just cross the border, they cannot deny you entry. They cannot request you to have because of the Constitution, they cannot request you to have a COVID test if you fly to Tijuana and walk across the border. Walking, they cannot deny you entry. However, they can stop you from boarding the plane because the plane is the company and the government has control over what the companies do. So that's how they beat around the system of not allowing United States citizens into the United States. It's definitely tough. 475 is robbery. Yeah, I mean it's free if you got health insurance in New Jersey. 216 people. I'm going through the things. I'm trying to move a little bit fast here. I asked him a question. In Mexico City is 175 round trip. Yeah, listen, all the prices are still low. And oh, by the way, fellas, I had planned to go to Havana this year also, and that's when I was going to go in May. I was going to go to Havana in May, which I might still do because, like I said, I got a week and 2 days off. So that week, I might spend in Colombia if all this is handed down, just to make up for it. And in those 2 days, I might spend in Havana. But right now, Havana airport is shut down. And this is when somebody said in one of the lives before, it says restricted, flight is restricted. But if it says flights restricted and there's still flights available, that means that flights are not restricted. Don't even worry about that restricted. If it says flights restricted, but there's still flights available, flights are not restricted. You want to see what it looks like when flights are really restricted? Let me show you something. Let me share the screen with your iPhone. Joe Biden. Let's go EWR to Havana. This is what it looks like when the flights are truly restricted. So you can't really even go by what the government says anymore because the government, the government in the United States, at least, I'm not about everybody else's government, but the government in the United States is feeding people false information because they know that people just never check to see what's real. This is what it looks like when you what's the name it. Oh, it is opening. My fault. I stand corrected because I went to fly in January and it said no. Hold on a second, fellas. I might be. Oh, here you go. See, look. All right. So right now, let's say if I wanted to fly from Thursday, let's say to the end of the month, maybe it's probably according to the end of the month. You see how it says your search did not match any of our flights on these dates. Now this is Google, so Google has all flights available. So where it says travel restricted, it may still say travel restricted and flights will be available. That means travel is not restricted. But when travel is truly restricted, this happens. No flights pop up for the days. And this is from the 21st to the 31st of January. That's 10 days. So that's definitely how you know what is a fact and what is governmental bluffing. I don't know what to call it, man. Let's see. Heard you can get a rapid COVID test and see that's the thing, Raymond. No one knows which test you need to get back into the States. And I should have thought about having a guy who's actually stuck in Cartagena right now because Spirit started earlier than when they required it, and he's stuck because he had a flight back to Miami and Fort Lauderdale by Spirit, and they said no, you need a COVID test, and they started on the 8th. But no one knows which test you need to get back in the States, whether it's the rapid or the PCR. And I went through all different sites. I'm telling you guys, I went through the Colombian embassy. I went through the United States CDC site. No one explains which test you need to get back to the States. So imagine you done paid $200 or the equivalent of $200 in Colombia, right? Or $200 in Brazil, or $200 in the Dominican Republic. And then you get to the airport and they say, no, we need a PCR test, or no, we need this other test. You just wasted $200. Yo, it's so unorganized right now, fellas. And like I said, for me, I'm a firm believer in balance. So I definitely had to postpone this trip. Yes, yes. I'm just gonna stay into April, May. I just from what I read, the first 100 days. Once again, I'll say for the 210 people, hopefully hit the like button. But for the 210 people that's here right now, the first 100 days of Biden's presidency is going to be a massacre for travel. So if you're not planning to stay somewhere for at least 3 weeks, postpone, cancel it. And right now, you can get you can't get your money back, but you can get that flight request back. And even one of my Airbnbs, I got all the money back. The other one, I'm not gonna get all the money back. I'm gonna get half the money back. But it's better than not than the ultimatum. So that's that. Let me see. Charles, I blame New Yorkers. They led the world in court. It's not even, like I said, everyone is blaming it on the disease. It's not the disease. Whether you believe it's real or fake, it doesn't matter. What is real, and you can't deny, is the response by the government to the disease. Everyone is saying this is all caused by the disease. It's not. It's caused by the choices that the governments are making. And the governments are they want you to say, oh, corona causes, because it's easier that way and people won't blame the government. But really, it's the government's decisions that are causing this stuff. Cali, I don't know. Somebody said they flew to Cali and then they flew back in this chat room. So you might want to check out Tay International. What's going on, man? Yo, Tay International, good brother. He got a channel too. Check him out. Subscribe. I'm subscribed to Tay's channel. You should be too. We've been on lockdown since December 19th in Mexico City and just lifted restrictions today. Restaurants and bars are open, but outdoor dining, drinking is on only till 6. That's nuts. Wow. See, Mexico City's like that, but Cancun is wide open, fellas. See, this is why I do lives, because what I don't know, Wardell, we got other people in the room that can fill you in, and these are people who are exactly there. You're not going to get this information from the news. The news is not going to tell you anything. The news is going to tell you the stuff that the government wants you to think. They're not going to tell you what people that are actually in the country or in the cities are going to tell you. So that's why you want to come to these lives and hit the like button and share it so people can get the real knowledge. See right here. See, look, another person. Technology, exactly. See, this is brothers and sisters and people. I don't care what ethnicity you are. I don't care what gender you are. Like, us communicating through this platform right here is making it possible for us to make sound decisions, man. I don't know, man. Yes, Mike, definitely, man. Let's see. I'm getting the vaccine. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, everybody thought that the vaccine would help you get across borders and stuff, but bruh, the first 100 days, travel is getting abolished, man. It's getting crazily pumped, man. Like I said, it's crazy. Yes, big facts, B. Chapman. Big facts. Oh, that skipped so many people. My fault, y'all. All right, here we go. I think. Yes, Angston, you will. I'm trying not to skip too many people, man, because I didn't. All right, here we go. All right, where did I end that? All right, here we go. We got here. All right, let's go. Not worth it, man. COVID. Trying to get to everybody. Afrojack, what's going on, man? Like I said, Afrojack, I think after that first 100 days, I think it's going to be. I don't know. We don't know. They told us it's going to be restrictions, and some people really believed it and just stayed inside and didn't do nothing last year. But they never took the restrictions off, really. Me, I traveled all last year. If anybody have seen my video, I was outside all last year. So they may try to do the same thing again this year. But I'm going to give them to May. And then in May, we busting a move. Unless they got the same thing. Yeah, they will be. Okay. Like I said, I'm always exploring outside of Miami and Miami area because I'm new to Miami. Like, I've been just going different places. If you see my last video, I was in Fort Lauderdale last time, and Fort Lauderdale open. I mean, Fort Lauderdale's open like Houston. You know what I mean? 4:00 in the morning, the clubs are over. But like I said, when it comes to the ladies, your selection is not going to be as good in Fort Lauderdale as Miami, and your selection isn't going to be as easy in Miami as it is overseas. And that's how I break it down. Like, if you're going to go to Dominican Republic, you want to go to Colombia, you want to go to Brazil, that's going to give you the best opportunity to move around. But when those are all blocked off, Miami is going to be the closest thing to that. Miami is going to be the closest thing to that. Stacy Sis said, I just came back from Mexico. It was really fun. Yes, we seen y'all seen the Instagram. Oh man, Stacy, listen. Hey, y'all gotta check out Stacy, man. She got some she was on a horse with a bikini. That's all I'm gonna say. She was on a horse with a bikini. Let's see. Dogness says, I know the turn up won't be the same, but would you consider the Virgin Islands? No, I wouldn't, because the Virgin Islands has lockdowns too, man. All those islands, here's the thing. An island can only do what the mainland does when it comes to COVID. If the United States shuts down everything, best believe that the Dominican Republic is making changes also. Best believe that Bahamas is making changes also. Best believe that Puerto Rico is making changes also. Any of the U.S. territory islands, they're going to make exactly the same changes that the major land makes. Well, I found a place in Mexico that does tests for $40, and they have Portfolio Hotel brand. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Mexico might, if Stacey, I might have to get more information about that, because honestly, if Mexico is not requiring you to take a test to get in, and then I can just take that one Mexico test for $50 to get out and get back in the United States. If this lockdown and this whatever they're doing exists past May, and I'm not being able to go to Colombia, Mexico will be the move, because Playa del Carmen will be the move. Tulum will be the move. I'm not listen. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that for now. It is what it is. At least this time we'll probably get some money, Ron. That's the only thing I can think of. The only thing I can say that's different from the lockdowns that happening now versus the lockdowns that happened before is that it's more of a chance that we'll get money as stimulus or whatever this time. But other than that, same thing. Don't ask why. You already know, man. I see Brazil and Mexico so lit. Yes. No, whiskey. We don't know. We don't know if that's the test that they want. What if the United States says we want a PCR test? Think about it. If you need a PCR test to get into a place, and then in that place you have to find not a rapid test, a PCR test to get out of that place and have it within 3 days, it's even going to be even tougher. Let's see. And especially if you don't speak that language, especially if you don't speak the language, because a lot of people going to that fluent in Spanish or fluent in Portuguese or fluent in wherever you're going. So you got to be fluent enough to know where to go to get your test, how to get that test, and how long it's going to take to get back to you, how to go back to that place and get that test, and then how to take that test and translate it to English so that they can let you into the United States. Just came home from that. User spirit always fine. Okay, Marco. So maybe the guy had another issue. I don't know. That's what he told me. That's why I always, whenever I hear something, I say this guy told me this, unless I can show you something like I've been showing you. Let's see. 3 days, bro. Yeah. They have a hotel in the Caribbean, Mexico, on the Playa programs that offer tests. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's definitely awesome. And I like that Stacy, you gotta check out how Stacy stayed at a hostel, right? But I think it was a hostel, right? I could be wrong, it could be the hotel. But wherever she stayed at, it was mad people there. It looked mad fun. They did like a little karaoke thing. You gotta check it out, man. I will be there for 10 days and test people coming to the Airbnb. Okay. Going to go to Medellin on May 20th. Hopefully, no. That's a good thing, MT. Do you need a COVID test? Yes. As of the 26th. As of the 26th, Angus, you need a negative COVID test to come from anywhere in the world to the United States. Even United States citizens. If you don't have a COVID test, they don't allow you on the plane. Like I said before, that's how they beat around the constitutional right that you have as a United States citizen. Because under the freedom of movement, under the United States Constitution, you as an American United States citizen cannot be denied entry into the United States. However, the government can stop the planes from allowing you on the planes in other countries as a mandate. and that's how they beat it. That's how the government beats around not denying you citizenship, rather denying the plane's ability to bring people. So it's crazy. Definitely, Stacey. Always that extra dollar. Nope, not right now. Not really going, but coming back January 26th. Not really going. I don't know part. Angles if you're flying, yes. Let's see. What's going on, Nate? Nice, nice. Planning to go to Mexico in March. Will I need a COVID test? Yes. Well, as of now, yes. I don't know, Marco, because I've been watching black men. Like I said, I'm only going by what I see on YouTube. I don't go by the news anymore because see, the news has its own perspective that it wants to push out. The government has their own perspective that it wants to push out. But when I look at YouTube creators that's actually over there, like who else was the other person? Shout out to I was on the channel the other day, Happy and Retire in Medellin. I was watching his channel the other day. He's also in Medellin, and he also said that it's the cellular thing. So I don't, like I said, I don't know, Marco. I don't know if maybe you just caught back or if you're actually over there right now. You were just there yesterday. Oh, I don't know, man, because I got two different. Like I said, I got three different opinions or three different people saying it. Like you say this, and then Retired in Medellin and Black Men Travels both say that. Oh, okay, so maybe it was open because, like I said, it's 3 days. 3 days they're closed. They're closed Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then the 4 days they're open. But you need your cellular or something like that. But I don't know. You gotta go. Let's see. Appreciate the heads up. Definitely, man. Lisa Poe, bro. I have everything pay 12 guys, Chicago card. It's tough, Lisa. It's tough. Because that's a big group to change, man. That's a big group and a lot of plans to change. But I mean, honestly, it's only guaranteed that you need 2 COVID tests. It's only guaranteed that you'll need 2 COVID tests. My job is requiring me to have 3. So, but going for 5 days, I mean, it's really up to you, man. But for me, it didn't make sense to go for 5 days, knowing that the first day I get there, the third day that I'm there, I'm gonna have to take another COVID test to come back to the States and hope that all 12 people are negative with no false positives. Can you imagine, Lisa, if one of the guys comes back with a false positive or comes back positive and he's stuck in Cartagena for 2 weeks before he can take another test, and then after he takes that test, he has to wait 3 days before he can get into the United States? Does he have the money to pay for that? It's a risk, man. Penny stock investor, what's going on? Yeah, man, we all was, Stace. We all was. We was all going there. If you travel, follow restrictions. It's hard. If you don't want to deal with restrictions, simply don't travel. Internationally, Whiskey's talking about internationally. What rules? There's no changes if you get vaccinated. If you get vaccinated, here's the thing. If you get vaccinated, the first test you take, the first shot you take, and me personally, I'm not getting vaccinated. I'm not pushing it out to anybody else, but that's just my personal thing. I know about the Tuskegee experiment on blacks in the United States. So that's just not for me. However, if you get that first vaccine shot, that doesn't make you immune. You would have to wait till you get that second vaccine shot, and that supposedly makes you immune after a couple weeks. Then your body has the things you need to fight the coronavirus if it comes up to you. That's what the CDC and what the doctors are saying how it works. So if you just got vaccinated with both shots, you still probably have to wait 3-4 weeks before you're more immune. Raymond says, read somewhere the CDC will grant people who have tested positive in the past 3 months. Oh, I don't know about that one. Read somewhere. I didn't read that deep into it. Let's see. I really get down to more people. I got to hit up Bahia, Brazil. Yes, I was actually talking to this girl from Belo, Brazil too. Belo Horizonte. But Brazil is tough right now, man. It's a lot of people there, especially Rio. There's no rules or facts. Lisa says, I think the U.S. is going on a 4-day total lockdown once Biden gets in office. I doubt it. Because because of freedom of movement, like I just told everybody, if you guys just coming in, look, because of this freedom of movement, it's going to be very hard because each state, and this is even reason why even Trump couldn't do it. Each state, even though it is part of a union of the United States of America, each state and governor has their own power to do what they want. Now, this is how Biden said he wants to work around it. Biden said, and this is, and you can go, and I'm not going to pull up the video because I don't know which video it was, but Biden said that if the governors don't want to follow the mask mandates that he's going to put down for the first 100 days and don't want to follow the rules that he's going to put down for the first 100 days, he's going to go around the governors to talk to the mayors to get the mayors of each of the cities to mandate it. So basically, he's going around the people who don't want to do it to go to the people to mandate it in their city, which is so weird that this is, people just don't know the law. You know what I mean? And I think they've really abused this last year and a half. The government has really been abusing the fact that people are ignorant of the United States Constitution and how it works. And, you know, it is what it is, but you can't really, I always tell people, focus on what you can control. You can't control what they do. You just can control how you react to it and how you let it affect you. You think like that, you'll be happy all the time. All right, let's get back to my videos. Let's see. 226 people in the room. I hope you hit the like button. All right. So if your test is negative, they will make you stay put for 14 days. What's the test once the 14 days are up? Okay. So here's the thing. If your test is negative, that's a good thing. They'll let you get on the plane and you'll get back to the States. If your test is positive, now all different states have, all different countries have different things. Like I was talking to somebody who got quarantined in Jamaica, and in Jamaica, they actually put you in a place where you have to pay for it, but they put you in a place and they monitor you. In Colombia, I talked to somebody, they said they let you go to your apartment, but they have somebody like a constable or something that comes to your place to make sure you're there all the time. And in other parts of Colombia, they said that they call your cell phone on a video chat, and you have to show them that you're in your room at whenever they call you. And if you're not, they come get you and they ship you back to your country. And who knows what happens after that. But if you're talking about being positive, after you're positive for 14 days, you take another test and you can go. Dan, yes, that's why. Yes, Jason Limit. That's exactly why I said postpone and not cancel. Postpone because in May I have a vacation of a whole 5 days, which is basically 7 because I'm off on the weekend. I have a week in May to take off, and I have 2 extra days. So I have a total of 9 days that I can take off in a row if I want to. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to, hopefully, if this is up, because this is going to be after Biden's first 100 days, I'm going to go to Cartagena and I'm going to go to Barranquilla in May for a week. And then I'm going to go to Cuba for a weekend, for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm going to come back Sunday. And I believe that I'll be going with roll a goddamn tape. But we'll see. Jerry, what's going on? Yes, all the stuff is off the CD website. Yeah, I don't know, Marco, man. I don't want to speak. I'm not one of them governed people. I don't want to be one of those governed. I don't want to be one of the people who think the government has conspiracies. That's not me. So I won't go into details about politics. I just try to change what I can. BC, I thoroughly searched the CDC website. I'm telling you, I thoroughly searched the U.S. Embassy in Colombia's website. I thoroughly searched the CDC website for the United States, and I seen nowhere on the site where it says that you can have either or that you need one or the other. I think they're going to make it up as they go. I work for Delta. No American Airlines are flying to Cuba. And Trump. Well, I know for a fact that Trump, because you guys know I've been to Cuba already. If you haven't seen the Cuba videos, check that out. Trump made, in the last couple weeks, Trump made a law saying that you can only fly into Havana. You can't fly as United States citizens. You can't fly into any other part of Cuba but Havana. Before, we used to be able to go to Trinidad. We used to be able to go to Veredado, but now you can only fly into Havana. So I can see why American Airlines is not flying, but it was crazy. There's no question. It's clear that you can't get either. I don't know. I didn't see it. Let me see. Okay, maybe my fault, BC. Maybe I read it wrong. John Smith. I said I'm not the end all of everything, fellas. I don't want you guys to believe that I know everything. I don't. I just what I read, I try to interpret it based on what I understand, and I give it to you guys and show you guys where you can actually find it for yourself. Let me see. Rapid test to antigen test, same thing. Does that apply to Mexico too? Yes, that applies to Mexico after the 26th. Guy Siegel, I was able to pull a flight from. Oh, you was? Yeah, February. Yeah, February was. From January, I didn't see any. I was going to say, I think right now, Havana's airport is closed right now in January because I wasn't able to pull anything up in January, but as of February, I was. Black Men Travels got the info and test. Yes, he does. That's why I shouted him out, fellas. Doing good work. I work for Delta. No airlines going to Cuba, and Trump put the new sanction on Cuba, so it'll be a while before you can fly. American Airlines has ISO app. You can download and add COVID information to your flight. CDC website. I'm going to everybody's messages because one of these messages that I put on the screen may help somebody. Like, I don't know everything. Like I keep telling you guys, I don't know everything. I'm just like you guys. I'm the average guy learning as we go. But one of these guys right here who's in the country who might know something might help you. Let's see. Travel Squad, what's going on? Yo, Travel Squad got some good content. Travel Squad is actually in Colombia right now. I believe Travel Squad is in Medellin. He had some nice pool videos too the other day, and you might want to check them out, man. It's about how to react. Yeah, it definitely is, man. I traveled to Zanzibar with my girl, and coming back to NYC was a complete nightmare when we got back to the States. Why was it a nightmare? I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh shoot, how far? I'm so far up. It's wow, it's crazy. All right. Yes, Biden. I'm gonna try to only go a little bit over an hour, so I'm gonna probably miss a lot of people's things, but you know, my son got school in the morning, so let me see if anybody asks any questions. That's smart right there, Mike. Oh, okay. Fear not, Biden's in charge now. Everything's going to change pretty soon. Just when Tijuana walk across the no bars open with dining. Okay. Like number 80. What's going on, Backpack Mo? I'm getting too old for this shit. Yeah, I haven't been to Tijuana yet, but I'm thinking about it. Democrats aren't human change anything but for last Biden's government whole life. Listen, man. I don't BC. I just don't want to be anti-God. I don't care enough about politics to really go too deep into it. But I know if somebody showed me their colors, I understand what it is. What's going on, Jonathan? Coming back from Ecuador, you already required a PCR test to leave the country? Wow, that's crazy. Just got back from Mexico. I like to see all these brothers just coming back from different countries, man. This is dope, man. This is dope information. So people don't ever have to feel alone again. You don't ever have to feel alone. You got all these brothers that travel. Take down their YouTube. Take down their Instagram. Communicate. They're going to help you even more than now if they're in the country already. The media blew up. That's a fact. How long is the PCR test good for? You definitely got to have it within 3 days of your flight. Mexico. Oh, yeah. Playa del Carmen is the truth. I got some homies out there. Shout out to BG and shout out to Social Life. He was here earlier. They be going back and forth doing the thing and Playa del Carmen. And I got some good female friends who just hit me up. Shout out to she probably don't want her name out there, but I'm just gonna say shout out to Jay Smith. She's in Playa del Carmen right now. I mean she's in Playa del Carmen right now. Her girl. Fresh, you think travel insurance worth these? No, okay. Somebody asked me this before. No, I don't think travel insurance is worth it because travel insurance is going to find a way to screw you out of getting your money, and you're going to either is either going to screw you out of getting your money or it's going to take a long time to get it. So I don't think travel insurance is worth it right now, man, because the COVID factor changes all of the rules in travel insurance. They're like, oh, we don't have to do that. It's a pandemic. Wait, but that's not what you said. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's not. I don't think it's worth it. There's not a ban on travel. There's a ban on United States. There's going to be a ban on United States citizens flying into the United States or getting on a plane without a negative COVID test within 3 days of them getting on the plane, which is basically stopping United States citizens from getting access to enter the United States. However, the government found a way to work around it, because that in itself of not allowing United States citizens into the United States is unconstitutional based on the freedom of movement and a couple other constitutions of privileges and immunity clauses. So it definitely, I mean, is that, I see. I just looked at snaps coming out of Cartagena and the whole Clock Tower player looks dead, no large. Snaps just now, I don't know, because it doesn't really close to 12. So I don't know why it would be dead now. It's only like 11:26. Oh, wait, maybe not. Hold up. What time is it in Colombia?
The time in Colombia
is
11:26.
It's only 11:26, so I don't know why it would be dead. They're getting it all together except for Mexico. You can slide down and Travel Squad says he's still in Cartagena. It's not like, yeah, we know that, Travel. And like I said, I had to postpone it because of all the factors. It wasn't just one factor that stopped me and made me postpone my trip. It was multiple factors playing in together all at once. Because when I go somewhere, you guys know I like to do a lot. If you see the video right now, we was in Palenque. For those that don't know, Palenque is like 2 to 3 to 4 hours away from Cartagena, and it's no cops. There's nothing like that. We explore, and we get with the women. So I'm not one of them guys that say all I do is explore. No. We get with the women too, but I don't want to just be sitting in the house. That's one thing. That's the reason why in New Jersey they doing the same thing. We got curfews in New Jersey at 8 o'clock. Like, well, in Newark at least, not in New Jersey. In Newark, we have curfews at 8 o'clock. But I live close to the border where I can just go to South Orange and go to the bar, or I can just fly to Miami to my condo. So that's the reason why the curfew is the thing for me as a dub. Dominican Republic's dead 12 and 5. Whoa, yeah. Damn. Monday through Friday and week. Look, get it straight from the source, fellas. Get it straight from the source. Travel shortcuts is right in Dominican Republic. You see what he's saying? That curfew does it, man. It deads everything. Like, even if you want to travel, it deads everything. Yo, Flyboy, thanks for helping me and my friends find a place to stay in Cartagena back in October. Oh, you got it, man. Hopefully you guys had a ball, man. Hopefully you guys was able to move like you wanted to move, and you'll have fun. Hopefully. PCR test in Florida is 179. That's crazy. I guess it's different because I got insurance, but that's not bad. 179 is not bad. King Bo, what up, man? In Cali, there's cities with underground bars and nightlife. You just got to ask the right people. Man, listen, when I seen them shutting down people's houses for having parties in California, I was like, oh, the government, they didn't go too far. They didn't go too far. I pay my taxes. I pay my water bill. I pay my bills. And what does the government do? They shut off the water to the house because I got people in my house. Bruh, it blew my mind. It blew my mind. And everyone is saying it's COVID that's doing it. It's not COVID that's doing this. It's the reaction to COVID by the government. Let's get that off the table, fellas. Orlando, where is that? No lockdown. Yo, Orlando, I haven't been there yet, but if Orlando is anything like Fort Lauderdale, it's live. Like, I just couldn't believe it. Like, let me see. Let me show you. I can show you. Hold up, because you guys see my Colombia. Let me see if I can show you guys my videos from Oh, it's gonna be tough. It's just the videos from Fort Lauderdale. Okay, this one. Let's go this one. All right. When I tell you Fort Lauderdale was open, bro, Fort Lauderdale had bars open till 4 a.m. No mask. It was, I mean, for those that don't like, that are sensitive about it, to each his own. But for me, it felt like, oh, this is a real thing. So yeah. Let me see. What's good, Malcolm Grant? Yeah, it definitely is. But Mexico and Brazil, man. Like, you guys have got to watch between Rami Travels, Passport Action, and Barbara TV. You guys have got to watch their videos in Brazil, bro. It's nuts right now. Of course, you got to go to Cartel. Yeah, that too. Yeah, that's crazy. Bro, DR, Bahamas are not U.S. territories. They make their own. Well, see, that's the thing, though. Even though they're not U.S. territories, the United States is so close to them that whatever the United States do, because the United States affects the DR. Let's just talk about the DR in general. If United States was wide open, DR would be wide open. But United States is closed and is a lot of stuff getting shut down. So DR has to react to it in a certain way. Because check this out. If DR went against, if Dominican Republic went totally against what America is doing and say, you know what, United States, forget what you're doing. We're going to open, everybody can come, everybody can do this. Do you think that America wouldn't put a restriction on the DR? You think the United States wouldn't say, hey, nobody can go to the DR? And guess what? If the tourism completely stops in the DR, we're not talking about going down like it did when in Sosua. We're not talking about going down like it does with the curfew. But if the United States says, hey, DR, we don't like what you're doing, we're going to say none of our people can go to your country without quarantining, without doing all this stuff. Guess what's going to happen? DR is going to completely go crazy, man. So you gotta think it's the same thing as Bahamas, the same thing as Virgin Islands, the same thing as all those islands that circle around that area. And big facts, Backpack Mo. I got the Playa del Carmen video up there, man. I keep trying to tell people Playa del Carmen. Tulum is a little more expensive, but it's still live. But Playa del Carmen is the place, man. Travel 2021 because 2022 inflation. I don't know, man. I don't know what the future holds, but I'm not, like I said, if I learned anything from 2020, I'm not going to be sitting there waiting for the next person to tell me, okay, everything's clear to go now. I'm going to go whenever I'm going to find a way. And the only reason why I'm not going to, even though I could find a way, the only reason why I'm not going to Colombia and why it's postponed is because there's so many factors. If there's only one factor of the government saying we don't want you to go, it's not an issue. If there's a bunch of different factors, that's the country could be going to curfew. There could be a lockdown. This is this. You're going to need tests. You're going to have to be out for 3 weeks. Well, then I gotta put everything together and say no. Yes, you could do that too. Yeah, I guess you could do that too. But you're gonna ship from Colombia to the United States labs? What's going on, Alex? Oh, Alex, oh, what's up, man? Oh, Alex, yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Alex B, yo. He knows how to speak Portuguese and he knows how to speak Spanish. If you haven't seen my South Beach video I just posted, he was actually in the video and he got some good content. So make sure you guys check him out too, man. What's going on? Remember me? I remember you definitely. Thanks for the content. Would love to super chat. Yeah, that's the one thing, Alex. I don't do super chats. I don't accept money from anybody on here. I give this to you guys because, like I tell everybody, when I was younger, I didn't have it. I had no mentor. I had no big bro. I had nobody to show me there was another way to make it out of New Jersey rather than play basketball, sell drugs, or rap. I had no other options because nobody in my, or even a year up from me or generation up from me was there to tell me. Now I just want to reciprocate that fact. So I don't want people to think that anything they give me money or anything is going to change anything. And I don't want that thing, the cost thing. But also the testing centers might tell you PCR, but that's another one, Swingwood. Raphael, what's going on? The CDC has required a viral PCR test CNN as a source. Is that coming back in? Is that new? I found a company, Foreign Travel Supplies it. It's literally on the website. That's not true. I don't know what you're talking about. There's a lot of misinformation being passed around. Whiskey, that's exactly why I tell everybody, you see where I get my stuff from. If you want to go there and read it and interpret yourself, I tell everybody this is the actual CDC website. This is the actual U.S. Embassy in Colombia website. This is actually the U.S. This is all the stuff that I'm going on. This is well, I don't know, it's Wikipedia, but there is something. This right here is the United States Senate.gov. These are all official sites. I don't take it from no side sites or try to tell you guys anything different. I'm gonna be in Miami in February. I did go to USVI. What's USVI? The link from January 16th. A PCR viral test is needed for travel. Listen, I don't even know, like, cause I don't do my phone and this at the same time, but let's see. I don't know what you saying. Yeah, I can't even look at it. I got a lot of messages. On this. All right, so let's keep going. I was at a hostel also. Okay. Trini, what's going on? Trini Basse. He says, I'm leaving Thursday, not postponed. Okay. I hope you're staying for a longer period of time, man, because it'll still be, I think personally, all right, if you enjoy Colombia, I feel as though if you're going to be there for at least 3 weeks, it's still worth it to go, because you got to think about it. You're going to take a test once, and then you're going to be there for 2 or 3 weeks before you have to take a test again. So I feel as though it could still be worth it if you're going for more than 3 weeks. The pros are, listen, you're going to get some rock bottom, but this is another reason why. If you're going to talk about the pros, you're going to get some rock bottom prices for the next 100 days of Biden's thing. If you're over there, you're going to get rock bottom prices on everything. So, and your US dollar is going to go far. Tulum, Playa del Carmen, while remote working now, heading to Cancun, Mexico City. Okay. Oh, that's dope. Oh, that's going to be dope. Yo, it's going to be so many people in Rio, because I think Rami and Barbara are staying there both for a month. I did people that Biden would start wilding. Oh yeah. Okay. Stacy, what's your Instagram? Keymaker, I'm in Colombia now. I'll fly back to the States Saturday. Spirit hasn't mentioned anything. Okay, so maybe something wrong with that guy's. Maybe something wrong with that guy's thing, man. I don't know, man. I don't know what he was talking about. That. Let's see. Antigen test or rapid test is black and white. Fella, what's going on, Gorilla? Not complicated, making out to be. No, I mean it's not really that it's about complication. What it is about time that you have to take for me. I can't speak for everybody. For me, it was about having to take it 3 days in the middle of my trip and hope that it's negative. It's just a risk that if you come and get a positive test, thinking you're gonna get a negative test, anything can happen. If you're with a chica, she could be positive. If you're in a crowd, somebody can be positive. Even if you wear a mask, something can happen. Are you willing to risk having to stay in this country for 2 weeks and then take another test, which you have to pay for? That is where it becomes complicated. Not the actual fact of taking the test. Just swab. Yes, it might be painful. Swab. Not that. But the fact that you will have to risk possibly being stuck in a country for 2 weeks before you can take another test, it's just wild. I get it. But here's the thing, and this is gonna be me on the tangent. Like I said, it's not about being real or fake. It's about the response. You're telling me that if the response to a virus that is 3% deadly, that kills or that kills, not infects, but your response to a virus that kills 3% of the people it affects, 3% of the people it affects, and your response is to shut down everything, then we're gonna have to have a long talk about smoking, because smoking kills 15% of the people per year that some don't even smoke. We're gonna have a long talk about gun violence in the hood, because growing up, 10% of the people that grow up in the hood have a chance of getting shot in their lifetime. 30% of them have a chance of having lead poisoning. Lead poisoning kills more people than 3% per year. So if we're gonna shut down, if just without being a hypocrite, a hypocrite. Without being a hypocrite, we're going to have a long talk. If you think that shutting down a whole country and shutting down everything is worth it at a 3% death rate, then there's a lot of stuff, car accidents. We can go into a lot of stuff that should be banned or should be stopped. And that's where I lie. Now, I'm not putting that on everybody else. That's just where I lie in logic, because I'm a logical person. I go by numbers. I don't go by facts. I don't go by opinions. I go by numbers. The CDC number says less than 3%. Of that less than 3% is mostly people over 65. So it behooves me that you would shut down the rest of the world because of that. But like I said, they're the government. You can't argue with people who have the power to do it. Just try to figure out a way that works for you. I do not trust travel. Too scared. It's okay. Just scared of something. We do not a PCR test to return. Okay, that would be best too, man. Cartagena is open. Citizen Lou, listen, I'm trying to tell everybody, bro. Before 12 o'clock, from what I've been seeing from all the different people, like I said, I don't know how they allow YouTube to exist. I know the government doesn't want YouTube to exist. There's no way the government is so cool with YouTube to exist, because the exchange of knowledge is this fast. It's this fast. Anything that the government says is a fact can be reputed on with the facts of people might be showing you from another country. They can say that somebody just blew up Cartagena, and then you can go straight to YouTube and you can see people with their live cameras walking around in Cartagena like with nothing happening, and that disproves what the government said. That's why I said I don't know how long they're going to be able to, allow YouTube to do this. But listen, midsummer 2021. Okay, I find it crazy that people don't source and find information directly via alternative sources. Mo, it doesn't say you need a PCR test. You can go back and forth with that. Going back in March. Whiskey, where do I find that information? I literally just linked it above. I don't let links go on this page, so I don't know if it might. Whenever you try to link something on the chat, it automatically gets scrubbed. So you might have to send him a message on Instagram, because I don't let anybody put links on here because of some of the stuff that if I let the link go, it'll shut down my whole live replay. It won't allow the replay to play on the chat. There you go. Oh, that's going to be amazing, Backpack. Hey, Backpack Mo, if you got a YouTube page with you do the traveling, send me a message on Instagram at the Flyboy Way, all platforms, and I'm going to follow your page. I'm going to make sure I subscribe to your page, because you be going a lot of places from what I've seen, from what I heard you say so far, and I definitely want to look at some info on that. Yeah, that's what I was telling him, Evan. Like Whiskey, you gotta send it to like Instagram or something like that, and I don't know where I could post it. All right, yeah, Whiskey, send it to my Instagram, and what I'll do is when this is over, I'll post it to the bottom. I'll link it to the bottom if it's an official site, like you say it is, and the point I'll post it to the bottom of this so people can have the actual info. So just send it to my Instagram. Let's see. You made the right. Well, what's going on? Listen, it was the right decision for me. I don't know if it's the right decision for everybody else, but for me it was. It's open during the days, but at night they're closed. Who has the link to Whiskey's talking about? Getting the vaccine does nothing for you. What's the point? Listen, the guy on CNN explained it today. He said what the vaccine does, it gives you, you know how when you catch a cold and you get the antibodies, what the vaccine does is it duplicates, it's not the actual COVID, it duplicates the COVID antigen or the COVID and whatever it is, and then it puts it in your body. And then that allows you to your body to react, so now it can fight when you get the actual ones. But it's not changing anything with the way you move around. So it's like, yeah, it's up to you. It's up to you. Panamanian on YouTube. See how YouTube. That's not. Como le va? In the house. Just seen snaps coming to Medellin today. Restaurants are open, but cars are closed. No large crowds. Like I said, I don't know. It's a bunch of brothers in the room in Cartagena right now, so you gotta ask them. Yo, Mexico, it's like Mexico really surprised me, fellas. And we're gonna end this soon. We're gonna end this in like 10 minutes because I'm getting close to the end. Hopefully. Clubs, see, look right here. Look, clubs are open in Central Cartagena until 11 or 12. It changes daily, and then the police clear it up afterwards. He's in Cartagena. He got video. He's in Cartagena. Well, just got caught and shipped back. Damn, it's canceled. Yeah, man. Not canceled. Postponed. Postponed, kick. I hope you update his win in May. I'm gonna tell you right now, fellas. We got 203 people in the room. My vacation in May is the 10th, the 11th, the 12th, the 13th, and the 14th, which is a Monday through Friday. So that'll be the week. Like that's gonna be the week that is postponed until. And then I have 2 more days, which I do want to save to go to Havana, Cuba. So maybe I might most likely I'll be going to Cuba and Colombia in May. But Colombia, as long as things go back to where you only need a COVID test to get in. If this still this way, who knows? What's going on, boss? Can a felon travel to Brazil? I don't know. I don't know. You don't need a what's that called? You don't need a visa for Brazil no more. So if you can get a passport, you can travel to Brazil. Just funny as it says cure for COVID 7 months. Listen, kid, I'm not getting into any politics. Listen, I'm not a political person, so it's weird, but you know. Oh, best is relative, man. Best is definitely relative. What's going on, Ricky? I'm in Cartagena now and needed a PCR test. Wait, you definitely need since January 7th, right here. If you look at this, since January 7th, you needed a PCR test to get into right here. You needed a PCR test to get into Colombia. Between January 7th and November of 2020, you didn't need a PCR test. January, they started it back up again. I hope you guys were able to see that. Oh, yeah. I'm just doing some Tinder search in Miami. I'll probably say that for Wednesday. I'll say that Tinder searching for Wednesday. Oh, come on. Why is it still on Tinder? That's YouTube. Why is it still on Tinder? All right. What the fees? Okay, so I don't even know why it's still on Tinder. All right. Just trying to get some what's the name, fellas. Channel. Trying to let you guys see this while I finish answering these questions. Let's go to. We just go to this one here. Little Black Man's Guide to Cartagena. All right. So while I'm answering these questions, I'm trying to finish up and stuff. Biden will open it up. I hope so, Riley. I mean, it still was open. Trump just stopped one way from getting to Cuba. Flying to Medellin, 4th to 8th. Anything else you should worry about? Dwight, I hope if you haven't, Dwight, just go back. I'll try to give you a quick summary, but just go back from the beginning and watch this because if you're going between 4th and 8th, there's a lot to be worried about. That's the reason why I postponed it because it was so much. The three things, the major things was that one, Bogota and Medellin have both curfews and some restrictions. And the next one is probably going to be Cartagena. That was one. The second one, most importantly, was that not only did you need a test for PCR test to go in there, but then you need a PCR test to come back into the United States by the 26th, or after the 26th, rather. And then on top of that, I needed a third PCR test to get back to work. So it would be 3 weeks before I can get back to work. 2 of which are my vacation, and 1 of which I would just not get paid for. So that's the things that I worried about. And then the last thing was that if you do get a positive test on your way back, you'll be stuck in quarantine in Colombia for 2 weeks before you can get back into the States. So those are the 3 reasons why 3 things you should be worried about or need to know. All right. Got that one already. Let's see. I probably skipped a lot of people, but we're gonna end this 10 minutes. So let me see. I'm trying to get everybody. Hold on. Okay, so you got this one here. Oh, Qatar, what's going on? Qatar was dope, man. Oh, I mean, Qatar, Dubai was dope. I says yes. Stacy says yes. You can go to Brazil as a felon. Oh, whoa! No, Stacy, I gotta stop you there. You cannot get into Canada if you have an active felony and it's not expunged. You cannot get into Canada. Canada will not let you in if you have a felony, or if you have 1 felony, Canada will not let you in. You'll get stopped at the border and sent back home. Yes, you need a passport. When are you coming back to Europe? I don't know when I'm coming back to Europe, but I've been to Europe already. I have content on my page from London, from some parts of England, from the Stonehenge, and from France. But I do need to come back to Europe because when I went to Europe, I went as a tourist. It was early in my travels. I did the tourist stuff. I never got the chance to really get intertwined with the cultural of the people of Europe and European stuff. But now I got a cool friend. She's from Sierra Leone, but she's been living in England her whole life. So I got to connect out there now. Okay, Keymaker. So I don't know. I got to ask the guy what he was talking about there. Virgin Islands, Allentown, PA. What's going on? I would say postpone it, Mafia. Honestly, I would say postpone it unless you're going. Well, no, my fault. You said 3 weeks, Mafia. So it's really up to you. 3 weeks is long enough I think 3 weeks is long enough. At the end of February. It might be some restrictions, but it depends what you really want to go for. Yes. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Bobby. Bro, I seen a bunch of videos saying hot pros in Medellin are like $20. Listen, bro, it's tough. It's tough out there right now, man. Listen, talk about discount shopping. Alex, you gotta hit him on YouTube. Hit him on Instagram. Alex got an Instagram. I already added him as an Instagram already. He got Instagram. Cartagena like $60. Nah, man, that's too expensive for Cartagena right now. Cartagena probably like $40 right now. Good info. Good info. I said I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't know if it's real or fake. I just, they tested the whole plane when I went to DR. That's crazy. It's your fault. It's your fault. Hey, they might be shut down because you won't stay home. Copper Chopper, what's going on? Yeah. MG Toe. That's I try to up it so people know that I'm not because I don't know, it might go up, but I know the last time I checked, the death rate was less than 3% on the CDC website. But I try to overestimate because even 3% is still like, yo, bro, come on. But what can I say? We just regular people, man. Let's see. Yeah, it's tough, man. Yeah, and that is so many other factors that nobody's asking when it comes to that, man. Like, you're gonna tell people to sit home, close all the gyms, and I was in getting my car, getting my oil change on my Audi today, right? And I had two, not for nothing, but two real big people talking about how bad the virus was. And I'm like, yo, like, you guys are sitting here like very, and I'm not against nothing, but you're sitting here very out of shape. You neither one of you guys look like you go to the gym or do anything to improve your health. And you guys are worried about that? There's a bunch of other stuff. And the guy said he's a cancer survivor. He did all this. I'm like, bro, you smoked and all this stuff. You got all this other stuff. And this is what you worry about? It's crazy, man. But you know, whatever. Okay, Ryan. So go to Cart. Not at all, Biz. Honestly, Biz, wait a minute. Let me roll that back. Let me roll it back, Biz. Let me roll it back. If you're going for this weekend, I don't see a problem. I mean, you're going for this weekend, you got to take a COVID test to get in there, but you don't have to take one coming out because Monday is the 25th. So you can go, this weekend will be the last weekend you can get your last hurrah off and then come back to the States and not have to take no COVID test. Okay. There she go right there. If you guys want her Instagrams, right there. Wow. Backpack mode. See, this is what I'm saying. It's like I'm not religious. For those that know, I'm not religious. I don't have a faith. I believe in myself. That's I've always just followed that trend. I don't go against anybody, whether you're Muslim, Catholic, Christian, doesn't matter. There is a prayer. It's called the Serenity Prayer that says you have to know something about having the power to change what you can and know the difference and all that stuff. Somebody knows it. I'm not the perfect one, but it kind of goes along the lines of what I'm always saying which is if I can't control it, let me not worry about it. What I worry about what I can control, and I can control how I react to it, and that's all I can control and how I'll let it affect me. No, this weekend is not a bad idea. Any weekend after the 26th, I think is not a wise idea. I won't say it's a bad idea. It's not a wise idea. My Instagram link on YouTube. Yes. Let's see. Cannot wait. Okay. If you're COVID, you have a 99% chance of not dying if you're 30 to 39. But I think it's honestly, MG I could be wrong, but I think it's like, you're right. And then it's still like 98% of not dying if you're up to like 60. But like I said, man, I just stopped talking about it because it is what it is, man. I'm going to Cartagena tomorrow. CDC didn't ban anything, bro. They just released the lock. Wait, I'm going to Cartagena tomorrow. The CDC didn't ban anything, bro. They just released the lockdown too. The CDC's ban on that doesn't start to the 26th. So you'll be good as long as you come back by the 26th. That's when it starts. Okay. Also, I got a YouTube channel. Also, this is it. All right, hold on, backpack more. Let me snap a picture of that real quick. Your name, because it'd be a lot. I just don't remember. That's the easiest way for me to add you after the show. Mike is in Cartagena. Look, it's like 5 brothers and 5 people in Cartagena right now that's in this chat room. That's in this chat room right now. So if what I'm saying is either wrong or you want more details, you got a bunch of people that's there right now. Colombia, yeah, definitely. Like, it's just the major cities, man. It's crazy, man. Shout out to Ace Live too. Okay, I'm almost at the end. Or nah. I'm hurry up. Business usual. All right, cheers. Shutting down early. I just came from San Andreas. Seen Ace there with you guys wilding. My cousin just left during the lockdown. He told me they opened stuff up like 4 days ago. I'm in Colombia. You got another person in Colombia. What's going on, TC? Was your shorty pissed? A little bit. A little bit. Salute. A little. She was a little mad. It's cool. Cause I told her I was gonna hit over some bread, but I'm not sending no money if I ain't there. Cheers. Oh, shout out to Wonder Nirvana, man. I don't know if this is the guy I was watching, but it was another guy in Santa Marta who was like, and I watch a lot of YouTube videos for those that don't know. It was a guy, he was recording how the lockdown takes place. It was like 9:59, right? The lockdown starts at 10. He was on YouTube, he was recording it, and at 10 o'clock, nothing happened. But at like 10:05, you see all the police come and start moving people. So I don't know if that was you, Wanda Nirvana, but he was also in Santa Marta. It was a white guy, but he spoke Spanish, so he was real cool. Ace out and saying, "Oh man, you guys bugging." Damn Trump. Check your Instagram. I'm gonna post the whiskey when when the live is over, and I put this together. Pharmacy. Oh, I'm supposed to be. This is supposed to be. I didn't even monetize this yet. That's crazy. That's a fact. Let's see. Y'all think we'll be lit tomorrow? It's gonna be it's gonna be lit. The only issue that was is that after the 26th, you're gonna need that test. But as long as Cartagena don't go to like a mandatory complete shutdown like Bogota and Medellin, Cartagena is gonna be lit because that's the only place that not the only place, the other places, but that's the major place where everyone else is going from Medellin and from Bogota. I'm gonna have to speed up a little bit, fellas, because I got to get going. See any other questions? I'm just reading through the stuff to look for the questions. Asthmatic. I am asthmatic. I am. No, it hasn't been any statistics. Like I said, it's a feelings thing, an emotion thing versus actual statistics. The chance of kids getting dying from this is less than 99.9%. The next move, Malcolm Grant, I'm in Miami for the 2 weeks and getting my apartment together, getting my condo together, rather. Now, it's never going to be dead. A lot of that's exactly. All right, fellas, ladies too. We out of here, man. I appreciate you guys coming in. Hopefully, you guys like the video. I'm going to come back, and I don't know if anybody's gonna be interested, but I'm still gonna do it. I'm going to come back on Wednesday for the single man's from dating from the single man's perspective, millennial dating from the single man's perspective, and it's just gonna be me trying to look what's going on in Miami because I'm going to Miami this weekend again, and I'm gonna try to see some more stuff. Like I'm still exploring Miami, so I'm gonna see if there's activities or something I can do this weekend and just escape the lockdown, man, here in Jersey. So I appreciate you everybody for coming in. It's your boy FRE$H Fresh at the Flyboy Way. That's THEFLYBOYWAY. Don't ask why, check out the channel. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.